next morning.
I feel a hot mess today. Good morning, loves. It is August 5th, and yeah, we didn't get very far last night. I fell asleep. Adulting hurts. But I'm at the part where, like, they were kidnapped by the enemy, not the enemy of death, but like the people who are still working for him and who are trying to resurrect him. They're given ultimatums. Either Cal brings back the enemy of death, or he's going to use this tool, the copper gauntlet, called the Alkahest, to basically steal all of Cal's powers and use it themselves on Constantine's body to resurrect him. That's where we are with the stakes and everything. I am trying my best to get through these last two books because Midnight Sun is here. I have it. I picked it up last night and I am eager to get to it because I just want to know. I really thought about doing like a whole other reading vlog of where like I reread the Twilight Saga, but like I reread them like 2 or 3 times many years ago, and like each and every single time, like I didn't have the best time with it. Couldn't get with Bella's thought process. I don't know. Like my cousin says, she set females back like 100 years. But we digress. Like Stephanie Meyer really did work it out. Like I'm not against her, because in all honesty, Stephanie Meyer was one of the ones that actually got me reading in my adult life. Yeah, so we're just gonna read some more of the Copper Gauntlet and we're gonna just take it from there. I did it. I finished The Silver Mask. And it wasn't a bad installment. My heart did break a little bit because one of the main characters, Aaron, Holly Black and Cassandra Clare, they didn't pull any punches, you guys, whatsoever. What they did to this character, I'm still kind of reeling over it, and it's a middle grade book. Like, to see where his character arc goes from here on out is going to be really interesting, because I have one more book, The Golden Tower, and just to see what they do with his character arc, I'm going to be really, really interested in seeing that. Going back to The Silver Mask for 1 second, yeah, again, like it really wasn't a bad installment. Like, what I noticed, especially going towards the end, was how rich and how dark those type of like undertones became within like this novel. The stakes were so high within this installment that I was just like, whoa, holy crap. For a middle grade novel, I still got a lot of like Harry Potter-esque references within this novel, especially with, again, Call dealing with having Constantine's soul inside of him and him fighting to not be like Constantine. Like, we got a little bit more of a backstory as to why Constantine is the way that he is. We saw that basically, like, yeah, Constantine was like one of those mages, one of those sorcerers that really fought to combat death and to overcome it, which is what the entire series is basically all about. We sort of see like his descent into like that type of madness because it did all kind of deal with his brother Jericho. But before his brother Jericho died, we saw that Constantine was just enamored and enthralled and trying to overcome death. And we actually got to see like he was just sort of plain evil. Like I remember in like the Harry Potter series, like we got why Voldemort split his soul 7 times, because he was afraid of dying. He was literally afraid of death. But with this one, with the Magisterium series and Constantine, like it doesn't say that Constantine was afraid of death. We got in the very beginning that Constantine was battling and trying to overturn the laws of death, because he was trying to bring back his brother Jericho after he had passed. But there was a scenario when Carl and Tamara went through Jericho's diary of how they had visited a woman who was not comatose, but she was very, very ill, and she was laid up in a hospital, and Constantine was like, this is it, she's the one, like we can combat death by using a soul that's barely hanging on. And I was like, this dude is some sort of weird. But yeah, like it was just really interesting to see how like Constantine was just, he was already on like that sort of like evil trope decline type situation. The one thing that two things I actually did not really like, Carl and Tamara kind of like was thrown into like this little budding romance and how it just seemed out of nowhere. Yeah, like they kind of tried to continue with that, and I was just like, this series can stand on its legs alone without like that type of romance, because it was just thrown in there. There wasn't really any type of reason. We only ever got 2 hints, and so I was just like, this really could have just been left out. They could have all just been friends. From the very beginning, Carl was so worried about Tamara being in love with Aaron at the time. But then all of a sudden, Carl kind of like jumps at his chance to see if Tamara really likes him. The feelings are reciprocated and everything, but it was just so random. Like it just really wasn't needed, but I digress. And the other thing that I didn't really like is that there's this character who went to the Magisterium with our 3 protagonists, Alex, and for a while we think that he's actually a good guy. I mean, turns out that he's actually not, but there really was no excuse for his like bad boy behavior. He kind of takes over after the one antagonist, Master Joseph, is killed. Alex, he's just wanting so badly for like all of this attention and just for to lead like the evil side of the whole book and everything. And I'm just like, dude, just sit down. This is why no one really cares, because like you're going at it all wrong. Not that I'm condoning evil whatsoever, no, but I was just like, why? Like, why are you acting this way? Like, there's no excuse for you to sit here and act this way. Like, what's going on? Who hurt you? Do you want to talk about it? I didn't understand that. But yeah, like, it's gonna be really interesting to see how Holly Black and Cassandra Clare like tie up the loose ends now within like the final installment. So I'm going to read that, and I'm hoping that it doesn't take me too much time, because we have Midnight Sun to get to, and I am really excited about that. I haven't looked up anything about it. I mean, I do know that it's from Edward's perspective, so basically it's just a Twilight retelling, but like I haven't like read any reviews about it. I don't know anything. Like I said, I am not Team Edward whatsoever, but I do want to see, you know, like I just want to get into like his mindset, because he has a lot of explaining to do. And we're just gonna go from there. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this messy blog. If you do like it, please please comment, please subscribe as well. I love chatting with you guys about some of the different stories and books that you are reading right now and everything like that. And if you have read the Magisterium series, please talk to me about it. Let's discuss. But anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off for the night and just try to get some more reading done. And I hope you guys are well wherever you guys are within the world. Please stay safe right now. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.